Hey guys, Goresh here. Mario Party Superstars, a brand new Mario Party game, releases this Friday, October 29th, and we are going to be streaming the game that same night over on twitch.tv/59gaming. That's not all, we're going to be doing a subathon as well, which means depending on the amount of subscribers we get, you can win some awesome prizes such as 59gaming merchandise and even a copy of the game. So if you want to see me, Nas, Truth, and Tune, catch us this Friday over at twitch.tv/59gaming. Hope to see you guys there.
Hello guys, this is Sunblade. Order! My god. And welcome to the second episode of Dragon Ball Legends Root of All Evil, the series that has two contestants compete and arguing why their topic is worse than the other. In this episode, the two Legends managers at 5-9 will go head to head. My fellow German, Pomsor, will be defending that Rising Rush is the root of all evil. And the free-to-play warrior, Azdeek, will be defending that bots in PvP are the root of all evil. Both of these aspects of Legends are pretty RNG. In one, you select some cards that are chosen for you based on your hand or based on the cards your characters are holding. Then you basically just pray to Xeno that your opponent doesn't guess the card you picked. In the other, your opponent can become a bot by your opponent simply lagging out, by the game crashing, or by them intentionally disconnecting, which of course never ever happens. Right. Now, with me being someone that isn't the most knowledgeable when it comes to Legends, I like to think I'll have a pretty unbiased opinion when it comes to both topics. Speaking of topics, let me go ahead and introduce them before we get started. Rising Rush, a mechanic that I've heard my fellow 5-9 members rant and rave about since the beginning of Legends. Sometimes it would be about the issue of the opponent collecting all 7 Dragon Balls before they even get to play. And other times it would be about the dread of getting gassed during a pivotal moment that could have led to victory. Now, if you are unfamiliar with Rising Rush, which you shouldn't be unless you are ranked -50 in PvP, it's basically an extremely powerful attack, where all of your remaining units launch their blue cards at the other player, which can deal an absurd amount of damage at times. There is only one way to counter a Rising Rush, after being hit by it, and that is to frantically guess, or should I say, strategically choose. Yeah, right. One card of the 4 possible cards that your opponent has chosen. Fortunately for me, I have the privilege of saying that I've never been on the receiving end of a Rising Rush. Thank God. But it is quite unfortunate that I've never been able to jam out to the Rising Rush theme live during battle. I hear it's one of the best pieces of music that you may ever hear in your life. Editor, if you could, please play a couple of seconds for our dear viewers. Magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. Only musicians would understand the complexities of this track. Anyways, a Rising Rush can be an extremely OP move in Legends. If you can land that is. Which is why it is so controversial. But is it worse than our next topic? As the fan-voted MVP for the first season of the ITOP in Dokkan, I'm pretty familiar when it comes to taking down bots. But one of the main aspects of Legends, if not the main aspect to some, is the game's PvP. Throughout the lovely grind of Legends PvP, where you can collect good parties and good skills from friendly players, you will also encounter bots every now and then. The pro to fighting bots is that they can be consistently cheesed by dropping a combo while charge stepping at mid-range. The con is that they won't send you a good party for running an ex-Cyberman team after being double rushed. In all seriousness, in certain scenarios, they can go Ultra Instinct and rush or PV you as soon as you tap a card. And like previously mentioned, they can also be easily taken advantage of. The bots act in the same way in all modes, meaning that the bots you find in PvE content operate the same as they do in PvP. The only exception to the rule are bots in co-op, everyone's favorite mode. In co-op, the bots have shields, so the same cheese tactics used on regular bots won't work, which is what makes the mode such an enjoyable experience. When it comes to both topics from a glance, to me bots seem the lesser evil, because of their inherent weakness. But I want to hear both contestants' arguments before making my verdict. Let's bring out the first participant and see why they think their topic is the root of all evil.
Your Honor, Rising Rush is the root of all evil, and my phone screen has the cracks to prove it. It eliminates all fair competition and takes skill out of the equation. Competitive gameplay? Yeah, right. The music alone creates PTSD and makes me want to play the game with audio off. I can hear it now! Here it is! Ah!
Alright. Azdeek?
Your Honor, bots in PvP are the root of all evil. Think about it. The mode is literally called player versus player, and you fight bots for no reason. Rising Rush is a core mechanic of the game. Whether you love it or you hate it, it's been there from the beginning. It's not going anywhere. But bots, on the other hand, are invading my favorite game mode in Legends. No one in the world opens up Legends just to go ahead and play PvE, and if they were to do so, they might as well just go and install Dokkan. And there's nothing that we can go and do about it. So here's a short montage of just how bad bots in PvP can be. Disclaimer, some of these actions were performed in PvE. Do not attempt to approach PvP bots as depicted in the video. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay. Dude, he literally floated to mid-range and got the perfect green. Okay. Alright. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. Get your ult off. This is fine. I guess, dude. Dude, why? What, at close range you're getting these perfectly, dude. Oh my god. Ugh. Of course. Lag? Hello? Hello? Let me use this green card, please? Please and dude. Just DC. Just get me out of here. Toshi, let me... oh my god, just let me leave the game if it DCs. Are you gonna rush? Dude, are you seriously gonna rush? Why? I mean, I guess he just wants to fight till the bitter end, and I respect that, you know, and so he just DC'd, bro. He rushed just so he could waste my time. See, this Toshi, if you are listening, dude, just give me just stop the game right there. He swapped into 18? That's actually ridiculous to me. Okay. I mean, we'll take this free damage on 18. It's gonna do, like, more than... Oh, my God, bro. Jesus Christ. Hello? Hello? Okay. Alright, let's see what we got right here. So we'll go ahead and pop this green. Come on. Dude, we just started. We literally just started. I'm not doing this. Nope. I'm not doing this today. Nuh-uh. Please, bro. Do something. It's a... Come on, bro. Just do something. You're art. And of course, as soon as I go for a card, the PV... You gotta love bots, right? Oh my god, just do something, bro. Do something. Yeah, of course. Anything. Oh my god, bro. It's either they just... And then, of course, the rush as well, huh? Just looking at me menacingly over and over. And... Oh my... Alright, let's just go with the rush. Alright. Okay, dude. What the... Okay. PV'd again. Bro.
Alright, hearing these opening statements makes me want to play Legends even less. Except for the weekend. Let's hear your case, Pawn.
Rising Rush is the root of all evil in Dragon Ball Legends. It was made as a comeback mechanic, but it makes me not want to come back to PvP after a few matches. Some people get it as early as 10 counts into the match. How is that a comeback? Then they steal or destroy your Dragon Balls and triple rush you while guessing your single rush. Oh, what a fun mechanic, as fun as shoving my fist into a meat grinder. Oh, but you can guess it? Great, it works both ways, though it feels almost as much a one-way street as the affection between me and my cats. Bots, however, they do love me back. You can make an insane comeback and pretend to be the best player of all times, all the while maintaining your RP. But do you know what bots do? They Rising Rush. Rising Rush is creating a divide in the community. People who hate Rush send toxic messages at good parties out while the oblivious rushers don't even know what happened. Though let's face it, rushing more than once is already toxic and shouldn't be possible. Don't believe me? Well, let's listen to these influencers I talked to about Rising Rush. Yo, Xnoctis, what is the worst aspect of PvP and why is it Rising Rush?
Because it's such a mechanic that there is nothing you can do about it, and sometimes you just lose a game because your opponent gets the Rising Rush through and he just guesses you, and that's it. Even though you played him the whole game, just that one Rising Rush or even two can change the whole game and you lose. There you go.
Yo, I am here with Battleamore. So Battleamore, what is your least favorite thing about PvP?
Rising Rush.
Wow, that was a quick answer. Why Rising Rush?
Because they are so RNG based, and even if you yourself doing a Rising Rush, as long as opponent guess you, you're technically dead.
But how do you feel about bots in PvP? Aren't those super bad?
No, bots, if we compare Rising Rush with bots, it's not even close, because bots you can easily read. If you have played the game so long, you know what pattern they have, you know that whatever they're thinking. Sure, the bots might be annoying at the late game while you have one unit with little HP, but other than that, it's kind of easy to read.
Yo, Tom, what is the worst thing about PvP for you?
I have a little story. Just imagine you're playing PvP, trying to no-rush somebody. You're having a good fight, and it's 1v1 at the end. You don't have the vanish, he doesn't have the vanish. You do your last attack, and then boom. He disappoints you, he breaks your trust and rushes you, and obviously wins. Yeah, that's the worst feeling for me in PvP. You build a trust with someone, you had a good fight, and then you lose.
This is heartbreaking, man. But are you sure
Yeah.
bots in PvP aren't worse than Rising Rush?
Bots? What are bots?
You see, Rising Rush even breaks hearts. Bots, please. I rest my case.
Okay, Pom, you brought up some good points here. And you even managed to get some other content creators to help your case. Now, Azdeek, let's hear what you have to say about bots in PvP.
First off, Your Honor. Alright, Pom, Rising Rush, huh? Rising Rush, and that's it? That's all you got for me? I don't know if you've ever tried recording a showcase for old units, new units, OP teams, weak teams, whatever it is that you got, whatever you're trying to show off. But if you get in a game with bots, you're absolutely screwed. Who wants to watch a showcase where you're fighting CPUs that can easily be cheesed or have godly reactions in the matter of seconds? Have you ever been just rushed in the middle of a tap attack in frame one, picture perfect timing? Rising Rush is a necessary evil within the game. It's been part of the game since the beginning, like I said before, and even some characters' kits are built around the Rising Rush. One of those characters' kits is the Zenkai Demon King Piccolo, who I've seen you use multiple times on stream. Manipulating Rising Rush, manipulating Dragon Balls is something that is integral to your team with the Rush, which is just always going to be there no matter what. And when I play PvP, I want to fight other players. It's called PvP for a reason. If I wanted to fight bots, I would ask Pom to open up a lobby. Jokes aside, the difference between bots and Rising Rush is that one is needed and one isn't, and I cannot stress that enough. Not everyone is a whale like you, Pommy boy, over here, alright? Some of us need that Rising Rush to get through the wall that is hybrids. Okay? I'm telling you, Rising Rush can be frustrating, but nothing is more frustrating than a bot throwing a rush at you just for doing the tap attacks. Bots have 3 phases and 3 phases only. The waiting menacingly phase, the cheese phase, and the brain dead phase, all of which are just a massive waste of time. That when your opponent quits, that should be your victory. And now for the last point I wanted to bring up is that bots in PvP have the simplest fixture on it. The simplest thing that you could ever think of. They literally just have to put a toggle in the game. Toggle to turn bots on and off. That's it.
Your Honor, after hearing these opening statements, Azdeek now pretty much made a case for what, 1% of the player base being a content creator? Come on. And about talking about manipulating Rising Rush, I do that so I don't get rushed. I don't even use that Rising Rush anymore.
Alright, Your Honor, Rising Rush is literally the only way just a small fish in the sea like me has a chance of winning. Can you not sympathize with me in this?
Alright, Azdeek, you gave a solid argument as well. I'm still going to need a little more from you guys though. I'll be asking both of you specific questions pertaining to your topic. First, let's start with Azdeek. Let's be honest, Legends PvP hasn't been the most populated as of late. It might even get to the point where bots are considered to be implemented past rank 50. For the most optimal PvP experience, would you rather take longer queue times and have bots removed altogether?
Yeah, so Your Honor, so basically, just touching back onto my last point, with the toggle, players will have the option to have bots removed or to keep them in there. If they want the easy ride to battle rank 50, that's more than fine with me. But you should also have the option for the seasoned player to go ahead and just fight their way up there. If you have the toggle, it should give you a warning, and it'll tell you if you toggle this off for bots, then there might be an increased wait time for your queues, and I think that's perfectly valid. The mode is called PvP for a reason. There shouldn't be an inclusion of bots in the first place, and even if there is, it should only be placed in PvE. Once a bot is included in the match, that's where it should end right there. If your opponent DCs, that's it.
Okay, Azdeek, I'll take a note of that. Pom, it's your turn now. Let's say a free-to-play player is going through the ranks of PvP and runs into an opponent who has a fully maxed hybrids team. They have a 14-star Revival Gohan, Future Gohan, and FSK. How are they going to beat this team without a Rising Rush if they are on the whale?
Your Honor, I have one word for you. Gokua. And let's be real, the person playing a team as toxic as a 5 or 6 life hybrids isn't gonna stop short of Rising Rushing you twice, since these people do anything to win, even give a fellow human trauma like your parents when they didn't close the bedroom door that one time. I got triple rushed by a player like this playing the Apul Force. The Apul Force! Skill can beat whales in this game to a certain extent. Unless you have skilled whales, then you're in trouble like me when I was 15 and my mom accidentally found my browsing history.
Hold it! Your Honor, the opponent's Rising Rush can be guessed, whereas with bots, sometimes they cannot be avoided. And I have to take this moment to dig it in even further that Pom is a dedicated whale, and to prove it to you, his answer to your question is still whale related. The answer that he has given you is Gokua. And I have to tell you the rate that he had on his initial banner. It was a 0.3571% to pull that unit. It's such a niche unit that it's more than likely that a free-to-play player like me, or just even a small spender, would even have this unit to go ahead and compete in the first place. And the only reason why Pom wants Rush removed is because he plays Regeneration, which is one of the most tanky teams in the entire game.
Okay, that wraps up the questions I have for you two. Now, I want the both of you to describe the worst possible scenario that would happen if both bots in PvP and Rising Rush remain unchanged. The more horrific your scenario is, the better your case. Azdeek, let's start off with you.
Your Honor, if Legends doesn't do something to keep PvP bots in check, like with the toggle, they will surely take over the world. If you didn't know, the producer of Dragon Ball Legends, otherwise known as Toshi, is actually part AI, a cyborg, an android, whatever you want to call it. And first, it's going to start with Legends PvP. It's already happening everywhere across the globe on a massive scale, where bots are just flooding PvP. But eventually they'll start coming out of the phone and they'll infect society as we know it. You won't be able to tell who's who. And what are you gonna do when your own family members, your own loved ones, your children, your brothers, your sisters start getting PV'd in real life? What then? Then you'll really want a Rising Rush on your side.
Alright, Azdeek, I certainly don't want to get perfect vanished in real life. Now, let's hear it from Pomzo.
Alright, what is the worst thing that can happen if a Rising Rush stays in the game unchanged? If Rising Rush stays unchanged, Your Honor, tons of phones will be thrown against walls. The structural integrity of buildings is in jeopardy while the planet is depleted of rare materials needed for chip production for all these new phones. Phones and PCs will be a thing for elites only, and the masses will start gnawing their fingers out of boredom. Without working fingers, no handy jobs will be performed and the cities will be in a rotten state. With the structure of many buildings already at risk from the thrown phones, cities will crumble and people will riot as fingerless zombies and humanity will go extinct. Fix Rising Rush now, Toshi, unless you want to be part of the No Finger army.
Okay, gotcha, Pomzo, gotcha. I certainly value my phone, otherwise I can't play Dokkan anymore. Alright, you both have given your arguments, answered my questions, and shown how bad things can get if each topic remains unchanged. Now it's finally time to decide which topic really is the root of all evil. The root of all evil is... the Rising Rush.
No!
There you have it. That's my verdict. But let us know in the comments what you guys thought was the true root of all evil. As always, if you enjoyed the video, remember to give it a like and subscribe to stay up to date with everything 5-9 Gaming Mobile. Thanks for watching.